Everybody, Steve with Sense of Fidelity. I'm coming at you with a movie review. Everyone and their brother is talking about the Fatima movie that came out this past weekend, I think it was. It came out this past weekend. You watch it on Amazon Prime, Vudu, whatever you stream movies. So, I got to watch it last night. Well, finally decided to watch it last night. And I liked it. Sure, there were some parts. It's every movie you're going to find something you don't like. Whatever movie it is. But, yeah, it wasn't bad. I'll go ahead and tell you, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I know there's some other guys gave it lower. I liked it. Some things that, obviously, right off the bat, I told my bud, is St. Michael a woman? Is that the angel of Portugal? Which I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, is traditionally was St. Michael. But there's a whole thing about, and they didn't show communion. But I guess the guy that did it, well, first off, the guy that directed is a Protestant. So, hey, good on him for even, doing this. I mean, it was very heavily on the rosary, very heavy on penance, very heavy on sacrifice to show Lucia walking around the bush, I don't know how many times, in a circle on her knees at one point. And, I mean, even just tying a rope around her waist very tightly a couple times. So, I mean, it was definitely a Catholic movie done by a Protestant. Hey, here. Like I said, ton of stuff on the rosary. I mean, I couldn't tell you another one, besides some movies in the 50s or something like that had the rosary so predominantly throughout it. Okay, so yeah, St. Michael, or the Angel of Portugal was, I think that was a woman that was playing him. That, again, we're talking about a Protestant guy that did it. So who knows? He may have saw the statue that if you look up the Angel of Portugal and, like a Google search on images, you see, looks like, a little young person with flowing hair. I don't know. The guy doesn't watch the channel probably. That'd be great if he does. But I don't know. He may just use that for the whole. I don't know the guy. Didn't get to ask him. That might have been his way of using it. Might have just saw the statue and went that way. But yeah, they didn't show the communion of the seers. It was an hour and 40-minute movie. You're not going to be able to get everything in the movie. Would I like to see that? Of course. It wasn't in there. It doesn't ruin the movie. Yes, that was kind of odd. I mean, right off the bat, I told a friend of mine, if I was making a movie of Portugal, a movie of Fatima, and had the angel, I'm gonna have just a bad dude being the angel. I mean, The Rock. Hey, is The Rock doing anything? Dwayne Johnson. You want to be the angel of Portugal? John Cena. I'm looking at some big dudes to be the angel of Portugal. But again, the statue. Little, not too big of a guy, and wavy hair. So, all right, maybe he just went off with that, and that was what he would use as the angel. Okay, that might be it. Who knows? So that was a downer. But outside of that, I mean, like I said, it showed the mom as it showed the little Lucia as really having a hard time as a child during this whole thing. Her family's turning on her friends are turning, the whole neighborhood turned on her. The church is closed. The parish priest looks at her kind of, not so kindly anymore. She had a hard time, and that showed that. No, it didn't show her mom beating her with a broom, but it did show her mom being a tough on her, very tough on her. There was somebody that said that they didn't like the actress that portrayed Sister Lucia as an adult, an older Lucia. Said that she was some Brazilian, I don't know, sex idol or something like that 20 years ago. Okay, well, I guess we hate conversions. There we go again, being we can't use anybody now because they did something 20 years ago. What did you do 20 years ago? Are we kicking you out of the church now because of what you did 20 years ago? I mean, come on. I have no... That had nothing to do with that lady's performance in the movie. So, you guys don't. Someone doesn't like the movie because they hate the actress. I want to know what other movies you guys, these people, go after. I'm not going to watch this movie because of X, Y, Z. All right, apparently just Catholic movies. Which is another point that's kind of funny is all these people that are upset about the movie are lady wearing makeup. What do you want? You want a heavenly features? You want a heavenly... If you're looking for beauty beyond beauty in a movie to portray Our Lady, do you want an actress all natural? No, you're going to want that heavenly face, as beautiful as you can possibly make it, which is going to require what? Makeup. And it's still not going to get there. So there are people upset because there was mascara on the person that played Our Lady. Like I said, there's some things you just can't please anybody with. If they didn't do it, it's she's too ugly. What do you want? Now again, they don't have Our Lady standing on top of the bush, which I don't know. I guess they could have spent another $1 million, I guess, and done that, or somehow CGI'd her on top of the bush. I don't know. I don't know how to make movies. I put videos with slideshow photos in it. I have no idea how to put a human on top of a bush. Now, I know the 1952 movie, they did have her on top of the bush, but it looked like a hologram too, so for the actress to actually be there, I don't know, it's a small bush. It's kind of hard to, like I said, I don't know how you pull that off. Not a total game break. It's a movie again, but we do we have to go all in? Somebody might get upset at me for saying that. I don't know. It didn't ruin the movie over that. Again, this might get somebody to read on Fatima to see what actually happened. If anybody has connections to Mel Gibson, maybe he can pull that off. I don't know. Obviously, the Miracle of the Sun, they only showed for a few minutes. They didn't show the miracles that were associated with it. The drying of the land, Our Lady of Mount Carmel in the air, blessing the people, the Holy Family, blessing the people. Again, I have zero clue how you were supposed to pull that off on cinema. Remember, that's why it happened. It was a miraculous event. You really can't recreate what happened very well, I guess. So I don't know if they just said the heck with that and just not going to be able to pull that off or what. Again, this might drive a lot of people to look it up, buy a book on it, etc. I have heard it's gotten people to be more devoted doing the rosary a little bit more. I know the portraying of the Immaculate Heart I thought was fantastic. It shows her heart bleeding in 5 little spots, blood dropping to the ground. I mean, what are you going to do? Show her pulling her heart out of her body and holding out? That might end up looking a little cheesy. But I thought the way they did it was really good. Again, very heavy on the rosary, very heavy on penance, very heavy on suffering. Very Catholic. Beautiful churches in there. The main church where the priest in Fatima was a spectacular. I don't know if that was on site or what. It's beautiful. Someone was upset that the mayor wasn't as mean as he was. I thought the guy was a good villain. I'm sitting there going, yeah, I'm not liking this dude. I don't know how much more you want to make the guy. I mean, obviously they didn't show when they held them overnight, the kids. They didn't show the threatening of killing them or put him in oil. And I think the 13th day did touch on that. I'm pretty sure it did. This one didn't. Maybe it did. Maybe it's in the extras. I don't know. It didn't, but it didn't make the cut. Again, I'm not the director. It's good enough to get by. Again, if somebody wants to get it, they'll probably buy the book and look into it more. The hell scene. The July apparitions. I know the 1952 movie did not show that, unless I'm mistaken. And don't remember 13th Day doing it. But this one, they were literally standing in it. A friend texted me up, said someone told him that hell wasn't shown in it. I'm going, I don't know what movie they were watching. They were in it. Yeah, it lasted for about a couple, 10, 15 seconds, I think. I mean, what do you want, a live stream from hell? You're not going to get that. I thought that was a really cool portraying of it. Obviously, another one they didn't mention, Russia, the consecration, the conversion of Russia. Russia will spread its airs, things like that. I was told by people that it wasn't very inspiring, didn't get them any spiritual whatevers. I don't know. I thought it did to me. Maybe I'm the weird one. Like I said, the Immaculate Heart scene was great. The rosary. Okay, I'm waiting for somebody to say they didn't hold their rosaries right. What movie does? But yeah, they had the parish priest wearing a rosary around his neck. Okay, no idea. Probably not. Didn't hurt the costume. They still showed a priest in a very good light. Call me when Hollywood does that. Let me know when Hollywood shows a priest not as a bumbling old fool, but or wearing golf shirt or something like that anymore. I mean, the same people, like I said, no, I don't know if I said it already. The same people that are nitpicking this movie are the same people that are telling me, oh, it's okay. Stop nitpicking the unwed mother thing of the sister during the presidential, the RNC thing last week. And guess what? The movie will be around much longer than anybody talking about the sister that brought out the rosary during the RNC. That was great that she held up a rosary. Applaud her. Great. She got the unread mother wrong. Okay, so now the movie and her got something wrong. Can we admit that? But, all right, she's held up a rosary during the RNC videos, a 3-minute video. Again, what's going to last longer? This movie's going to be around for a while. Streaming services, they're not going to take it down. How many Protestants going to find it? Or people that haven't said a rosary? I haven't heard anybody say the sister made them say a rosary, drop down to their knees. I have heard people saying they're saying the rosary a little bit more because of the movie, or this got them interested in it. So bravo, hey, there you go. That's a big plus. I'll take the movie over the sister's actions. Long-term game. I know that's not the popular thing, but hey, it is what it is. There's actually evidence for that right this minute. There was a couple funny parts in there. There's obviously it probably was just liberal put in actions of the director to take some liberty in it, but they had these guys walking around selling rosaries, kind of like beer at a baseball game. Rosaries, 6 cents. So you got this kid walking around selling them, and he sells it to this one lady. Anyways, towards the last apparition, you see they ask her, what her name, and she's, I'm the lady of the rosary, and just set the terms around. Her name is the Lady of the Rosary, and you see the guy selling the rosaries. Look, it's like 8, maybe 10 rosaries now, 10 cents. I thought that was just a funny part. It's again, can we laugh? It's entertainment. It's a movie. It wasn't a priest giving a sermon on it. It was a Protestant guy directing the movie with a very heavy Catholic message throughout it. Did he mess some things up? Yes. But we should be happy that there's a movie out there for the entire planet to see called Fatima, on Our Lady of Fatima, on the apparitions and everything that happened surrounding it. And people are going to watch it. And maybe it'll change your life. Maybe they'll buy a book on Fatima. Contact a group that's maybe go to a parish priest and talk about Fatima. Maybe they'll start saying a rosary, buy a rosary or something like this. Or, maybe it starts getting them on the way to conversion, which is what we're supposed to be doing. And as one bud said, can you tell me a movie in recent years, decade even, that's family friendly like that one is, or we'll show a rosary that's not in a rearview mirror, that he actually speaks on living virtuously, stopping offending God, penance, sacrifice, etc. So anyway, check it out. If you haven't watched it, watch it. The downside to a lot of this is people are more knowledgeable over Fatima, Vatican II, etc., than they are about the Catholic faith in general. I guarantee if we have a debate, or not debate, or a game show, and we put everybody that's criticizing the movie in a game show, and we start putting some scriptural references, history of the church, etc., they might not get one right, but they're going to tell me everything about Fatima under the sun. Which, hey, glad that you know stuff about Fatima. There's more to the religion than Fatima. And I'm not dogging Fatima, but you got to be able to know the Ten Commandments, the Beatitudes. Do you have the prayers of faith, hope, and charity memorized? What catechism are you looking at? What book are you reading? Saints of the Day. Can you recite something from Dom Guéranger's liturgical year from this week or last week? It's and this was a person that mentioned is not exactly a good Catholic that said that. He said, most of the people you see, especially in the trad movement, is they know Vatican II and Fatima by like the back of their hands, but they know nothing about what the church teaches on really anything. But this is why we're doing this, to be able to educate and be able to teach people the faith from Protestants, atheists, etc. So watch the movie. Invite a friend to watch the movie. Invite family to watch the movie, especially those that have fallen away from the faith. There's zero harm that's going to come from that. All you can do is all you can gain is something positive from that. If you go around online bashing it and telling all your friends how crappy it is, you're going to have people turned off on it. They might not watch it. Are you winning a convert that way? Is anybody going to say, you know what, I converted because you bashed this movie? If a Protestant can direct a Catholic movie the way that gentleman did, I think you can show it to a Protestant friend, and maybe a conversation will occur from it. Then you can give them a Fatima book, and I think it was a Division of Fatima, I think is one of them, where I got it in the other room. Anyways, get them something like that. Then you can talk to them about what was missing in the movie. They can look it up. Send them. We got the Fatima series on the YouTube channel. There, look it up. But yeah, enjoyed the movie. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Not perfect, but it wasn't terrible. We my wife and I both looked at it. We thought it was really good. Again, I was moved by the portrayal of the Immaculate Heart. Like I said, best. I thought that was the best and coolest scene that they had. I mean, like I said, the hell scene was pretty cool, and I thought they did a great job portraying the sun flying down the earth and spinning off and showing off the colors, etc. There was a lot of good in that. Anyway, so that's my. Hopefully that was a decent movie review. I'm sorry if I got a little fired up in some of the spots. I was holding back because like I said, I've seen a lot of negative comments from people. Always a critic. Everyone's always going to be unhappy. Anyway, I liked it. Like I said, watch it. Get a friend to watch it. Invite some Protestants to watch it. And convert the world. God bless you.